Remember stuffed cabbage? You might not, but I do. I remember stuffed cabbage made with ketchup and like orange juice and sugar and apple cider vinegar and all these things that sort of made it sweet and sour and somehow gross. And yet the concept is a terrific one, and I'm going to have a new look at it right now. I'll start by cooking white or yellow onion chopped, about a cup of that, and some garlic and olive oil, some salt. And then here we are going to add some grated carrot and some grated parsnip. When it's cooked like a carrot, it becomes soft and tender. Cook those a little bit until they wilt. Meanwhile, I've blanched some cabbage leaves, and by blanched I mean 30 seconds or so in boiling water. Just take out this thick center vein, and now you have two perfect little cabbage leaves for stuffing. Do a couple more of these. Just cut along that big thick center rib. And this, as you might be able to see, is Savoy cabbage, which is a little crinklier and much more flavorful than ordinary white cabbage. And you could use ordinary white cabbage, you can use red cabbage here, and for that matter you can use kale or collards or any other big leafed green thing. If you've got a leaf like this one, which is kind of messed up, I think you can afford to throw it out. Cabbage is cheap. We're just wilting these vegetables a little bit, and we're going to mix them with 3/4 of a pound of ground lamb and the rice, about 3/4 of a cup of rice, and it's really, really good. Some more olive oil, the rest of the onion, the rest of the garlic, a big healthy pinch of chilies. You can do that to taste, but you want some sharpness here. Salt and pepper too. Give that about a minute, maybe two, while we mix this up. And this needs to be seasoned also. Unless you ground this meat yourself, this is probably not something you want to sample while you're mixing it up. And keep little Junior away from that spoon also. We're just making a standard tomato sauce here, really, but a kind of spicy one. Chopped or crushed or diced tomatoes. And into that, we're going to start putting our little stuffed cabbage leaves. As always, don't overstuff. Fold up the sides. Roll it up like a cute little burrito. The reason that you only want to wilt these vegetables a little bit at the beginning, and the reason you can use raw rice, and the reason you don't want to overstuff, is that everything is cooking in this tomato sauce. It's going to absorb some of that sauce. The rice is going to cook all the way through. The vegetables are going to become tender. The lamb is going to cook also. So it's about a half an hour later. We got our cabbage rolled. We got it in our sauce. Notice how we have this kind of fresh looking, not entirely overdone, not gloppy cabbage rolls. So much better than what it was like when I was eating it 50 years ago. Sorry, Grandma.